Hey, what's going on, everybody? Just got some thoughts. I think we are all in need of a little bit of reflection during this period of our societal history. We are not holy as we make ourselves out to be on a daily basis. We're not as just and merciful to others as we want others to be with our own actions and words. We talk about utopian terms such as equity, but in reality, we treat each other differently. We're not as civil and decent as we think we are in the 21st century America. Civility. What a strange word. Think about it. Civility. This word invokes images of peaceful interactions between persons who have equally chosen to place themselves in positions in which there are no religious, social, political, or economic hierarchies. I imagine civility as the embodiment of two human beings on a journey of questioning, of discovery, and understanding. If you really think about it, civility should produce friends. See, I had this naive optimism when the election had completed back in November. A fresh wave of people would be elected and prepare themselves to act as waiters to serve our country. We had a lot going on, right? COVID, obviously, coming with a new president. So I had to believe what would arrive at the dinner tables of America would be glasses filled with civility. And all of us, or the majority of us, would enjoy a meal which was to arrive at the beginning of 2021. And that's what I was told, right? Well, the same old continued. So we have not been decent regarding elections. We haven't been decent regarding masks. We haven't been decent regarding vaccines. We haven't been decent regarding race or a whole host of other things. So we seem to have found a steady diet of fast food indecency. I just wonder what this will cost us in the long run, because eating a whole bunch of fast food over the long run does your body no good. So sadly, we have parties of Republicans and Democrats and vaccine and non-vaccine, critical race theory, non-critical race theory. Individuals positioning themselves to dominate the public square, pitting family members, co-workers, and even persons of the same religious affiliation against one another. So the public square has now moved to the technological square, right? Where persons can hide on a phone or behind a computer screen, communicating some of the most damaging, and dehumanizing content without fear of reprisal in the technological square. So the government has become involved as well in the mediating of speech of its citizens. Think about that. So we're all accountable for the lack of decency. This lack of decency pervades our communication devices and finds embodiment in those who position themselves as our elected leaders. Like our political leaders, their hands are not clean either. Religious leaders, their hands ain't clean either. Can we critique arguments and make a case for a better path? I would still hope so. Yet what we cannot forget regarding this activity is to maintain the dignity of the human being. So, as Churchill said, while, quote, many do not see where these theories are leading them, this does not mean we have to treat or speak to them as less than human beings. If we have arrived at this place of incivility because of our collective efforts, then it requires we as people lay hands on the future to secure a common decency for our kids and our grandkids. So Noam Chomsky, he said this, he wrote in an article, Humanity Imperiled. And in this article, Dr. Chomsky examined the future of humanity in considering if our path to disaster would be through ecological destruction or the penultimate of nuclear destruction. I propose that these paths are chosen only if we continue to demonstrate an uncommon decency toward one another. If we are not willing to galvanize as peacemakers to claim decency towards one another, how much easier it is for us to devastate the soil or the soil of another nation for monetary gain or claims of democracy. A lacking common decency, willing to dehumanize persons on social media is a slow, steady descent towards more conflict, more war, and the most devastating event, mushroom clouds. So What are some ways ahead? So I got 3 for you. So let us recognize we do not know everything. There's a disparity of knowledge. You only know what you know, and what you actually know is not a lot. This realization should offer us the courage to say, I can only speak of what I know on this particular situation. Help me understand from your perspective what I am lacking regarding knowledge on this particular subject. The second thing is we should recognize we agree on some of the same value premises. Look, we are humans and we are Americans. We can generally agree on the important things of life, having a productive life and supporting those important to us. So Thomas Sowell, who is very helpful to recognize where we depart, is based on different beliefs about the facts of the world. Here's where the rubber meets the road, y'all. Our differences in beliefs and understanding the facts should not lead to the conclusion of I don't care or I know it all, because you don't. And then finally, we have to demonstrate courage to act and to speak with clear and precise words. Jordan Peterson said, hey, speak precisely. Be precise with your words. So communication is a two-way street between sender and receiver. Thus, we should be diligent in our spoken and written communication to speak clearly and precisely. If they don't understand, offer the space for questions and offer clarification. So imagine how a cup of common decency can be just what is needed to stop a great dinner from becoming a food fight. We just need the courageous waiters, starting with ourselves, willing to serve. Hey, if you found something of value, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Find us on Facebook at Dr. Philip Fletcher. Find us on Twitter at Phil Fletcher. And as always, visit us on the website philipfletcher.org.